Hi, I'm Anna,
And I'm Ben.
and we are AutoSave. Welcome to our channel.
Today we are watching Season 2, Episode 14 of Demon Slayer, or Episode 7. Whatever you'd like. Um, I am so hyped up, dude. Last episode, definitely, I mean, everybody was saying it, like, gave me Episode 19 of Season 1 vibes, where like the emotion, the animation, like just the feeling that I got watching it was extraordinary.
Mm,
Um, Especially the animation. Oh my
yeah.
god.
We did talk about in the car after we talked about in comparison to episode 19
Mhm.
that I wasn't brought to tears even though I was really feeling it. I was really hyped up. And so we were kind of like analyzing why that might have been the case. And I think I fully attribute that to the music that was happening during episode 19, as the flashbacks of Tanjiro growing up and his dad doing the dance.
Mm.
And I think that music is what swayed me over the limit into the emotion. But I was definitely feeling as hyped up as I was
Yeah.
in episode 19, and I was feeling all the emotions. I was just wondering for myself why I wasn't like the tears weren't there, and I think that song that was playing and was like building up the momentum in episode 19 of season 1
Yeah.
kind of probably pushed a lot of people over the edge into fully expressing the emotions that they were feeling inside.
Yeah, I get you. I think both of them did like the same job in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think this episode I was like, or last episode I was more like hyped and surprised of different sorts. Like
This was gritty
this
almost.
was gritty, and I think it exceeded. Okay, so the big surprise from season 1 episode 19 was the fact that at least to me, Nezuko had a blood art, right?
Mm-hmm.
We knew that kind of thing. We know that she is exceptional and like is growing a little bit, but what we saw last episode, like, and we also got obviously the surprise of Hinokami Kagura episode 19, but what we saw last episode, Nezuko grew a horn, dog. Like, what is the like? Also, I loved the lore drop we got last episode
Sounded kind of
too.
like you said corn dog.
We got like this episode 19. We like it was all about Tanjiro and Nezuko and the fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
But last episode we got like info, man. We got like Tanjiro is not a chosen one, seemingly. Like he's not the
That was
person.
a huge kind of info drop to. I think when we watch a lot of shows like this, we assume the main character is a chosen one character, especially if they have some sort of different ability or strength than other people.
Yeah.
But to hear that it's in his like blood, it's ancestral, but it's not like he isn't fully equipped to use it.
Hmm.
That was really interesting. It's almost like he has to kind of do a lot of like internal work to be able to even use it to begin with if his body wasn't kind of created for that purpose.
Yeah. If it was like he was the chosen one in this instance, I think it would have not been as hard for him
Mm-hmm.
to get to that point. He wouldn't have had to like go to a near death experience to get to that point. Like it probably would have been a lot more innate to
Mm-hmm.
him. But the fact that he isn't a chosen one, but he has the knowledge and then the willpower to push himself to the levels that he did. It made like Tanjiro such a stronger character for it.
Yeah. I
Um
feel like if he was that chosen one character, he would have been able to cut through the belt fabric when Daki's neck was separated from, you know?
yeah.
But I'm really glad in a way that he's not this like chosen miracle things happen for him and that you have to see him try
Yeah.
and you see him work and you see him grow and you see him push these human limits. And I think that's way more compelling than just someone who like has this innate amazing ability that they're just able to access whenever they want.
Yeah.
And it's like I root for him more to kind of access the forbidden, access the things he can't actually reach and get there. Like,
Yeah.
what if he gets there? I'll be way more excited if he can fully use sun breathing as if it was meant for his body in the long run, you know?
Yeah, I think that, like, we pointed out a couple things, like, the key seemingly was holding it. Well, not seemingly. We were told that he was holding his breath that whole time. He was about to die. Seems like sun breathing is incredibly effective in the same way that the sun is, right? Because of Daki's reaction to feeling the Hinokami Kagura in that way.
Wasn't it hindering her regeneration?
Yeah. Yeah, it was. It seemed like she was slower to regenerate because of it. And we have a question about Nezuko is big, and Nezuko is gonna step on me. Nezuko's gonna step on Daki. And that I don't. Okay, look. Sidebar. Everybody was like sexualizing, which I get. I guess like Nezuko last episode.
We did see that quite a bit. Yeah.
And like I get it, but it makes me feel weird because I feel like Nezuko is my sister. So it's like, I don't know. I feel weird about the whole thing. But I don't know if she's going to be able to kill Daki. She's a demon, right? The only way that we know of demons killing demons is bring them to the sunlight kind of thing.
Or Muzan.
Yeah.
Just deciding, because he has the blood inside them, so he can do things like that. So
I don't know if she's going to be able to like finish the job. I don't know if Tengen and the boys are coming.
What did we talk about in our discussion about Nezuko from last
episode?
We talked about
blood
what if her blood has the power of the sun somehow as well.
Yeah.
Because she was able to burn things.
Why do you think she has a horn? Do you think is the horn the same side of is the horn the same side of her head that Tanjiro's scars on?
No, opposite.
Opposite?
It might just be like that she's getting more in touch with like the demon inside of her or something. It seems like a lot of the demons had different things that made them look less human. Like Nezuko can blend in, you know?
Yeah.
She can seamlessly walk around as Muzan can, and obviously Daki has made herself so that she can as well.
Yeah.
But there were a lot of demons we've seen that could not just walk down the street and not be suspect.
Yeah, that's true. I wonder if that comes with like power.
I think it does.
Yeah.
I feel like there were a lot of demons who looked a certain like that. Remember that really grotesque one that was in like the final selection? I don't know if he would choose to look like that if he had the choice.
Do you think Akaza can like blend in? He likes having his shirt off a lot.
I mean, he might, since they're so strong and powerful, they might get to change their form that they're in.
Maybe.
Because Daki could change from like, obviously she still looks human. She just looks like she dyed her hair.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she has tattoos, but like, that's not really, maybe in this society it's weird, but it's not.
Do you remember like the last scene we had of Nezuko's like glare down at Daki? That was
amazing.
Chilling, dude.
And just how fast Nezuko is regenerating.
What didn't Daki say she had the power of an upper 6 or just upper rank demon?
An upper rank demon.
Yeah. That's intense.
Like, that's why I'm like, I was waiting this whole time. I was like, come on, Nezuko needs to be here, and she needs to show. Like, I got so excited when they said that she was a part of the Demon Slayer Corps, you know?
Yeah.
I got so excited that meant that she was going to be really utilized in a way that was more like she was one of the 3. So she'd be the 4th. I thought that was going to be the case, but it seems more like she is still, until now, in the position where she jumps in when needed. When it seems like Tanjiro can't really handle it, or something's going on with Tanjiro.
Yeah.
Or they're separated in some way. But I feel like after this new development, that might not be the case, and I'm hoping that she has more roles that are.
Will this be
bigger.
something that she can access freely? Like, is this a transformation that she'll be able to easily get back to, or did she have to get to this point? Like, I'm kind of feeling the same about Tanjiro, right? He only was able to get to the point that he got to in his fight because of this, like, crazy anger, crazy transformation, and crazy, like, evolution. I don't know if, like, after this fight, he is able to access that like immediately right off the bat, or he has to strive for that again. Also,
Well,
where the hell is this other demon that's in the intro, bro?
oh, I have no clue. But on the Nezuko front, she can access like her blood demon art whenever.
Yeah, correct.
So I feel like maybe the transformation thing could also happen whenever. But I feel like she's gonna need to sleep for a while after the events of last episode and probably this episode. But yeah, that other demon, maybe they're gonna be thrown in on the way of everyone's kind of running towards them at the moment, right?
Yeah.
Trying to get to them. So maybe they're gonna be there to kind of stall.
Do you think Tengen wipes the floor with Daki? Like if they were fighting right now?
If they were fighting right now?
I don't think we have the knowledge to know that, but like just guessing. Because then you have to ask if Tanjiro surpassed Tengen when he like before he started breathing again and when he was like in the zone.
At the moment, I think that Tengen could take Daki.
Yeah.
For some reason I feel like the pairing is different than like Rengoku and Akaza. I feel like Daki seemingly, I mean I could be totally wrong, is not as strong as Akaza. I can't remember exactly what their numbers are. But I feel like Daki isn't as strong as Akaza.
I feel that. Damn. What remember when Akaza used like the snowflake? Was it destructive death or
I think
air type?
He used a few like that, but I think destructive death was the one that with the like snowflake imagery.
Like it seemed like it was like a next level to a blood demon art.
It did seem like her belt is cool and all, as it extends from her and she can use it to walk and have a bunch of different limbs almost attacking someone at the same time. It can help block attacks. But I'm like, something about Akaza just had this like more ultimate power kind of intimidating feeling to me when I was watching.
Yeah. I agree with you. I'm scared right now because Nezuko is like gave me a scary feeling, but it also makes me be like, is it too good to be true? Is Daki going to level up now? And we're gonna
like have another transformation
or something. I don't know. I guess my fear comes from the fact that I don't know how Daki loses here. Unless Nezuko like picks up Tanjiro's sword, which would be the coolest thing in the world. And sounds like fan fiction. I don't know how she kills Daki. We obviously have a theory, but that's just a theory. So I'm not sure.
I want to know.
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah.
Sweet.
I'm nervous getting back into it because I was so hyped that I'm like, how are they gonna get me back into that, you know?
This is how.
Oh, they're gonna show us everything.
Last minute. She broke the muzzle, remember?
Oh, yeah. I was expecting her to talk after that.
Jesus Christ.
I'm glad this isn't the form that Tanjiro dreamt of her when she got really big. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
With like the butt chin? Awesome.
Oh my god. Maybe the butt chins are like final evolution.
Her growing bigger here is much easier to watch than if butt chin Nezuko was like the final evolution that we saw.
Do you think we're gonna see that
Yes.
seeming like that flashback?
Yes.
Who are you?
Who are you? Who are you? Who? Look at that.
Jesus, dude. She kicked through her. Holy sh...
Oh, that has me worried. I don't know. That smile has me real worried. What if she like loses it?
She had like pleasure from that.
The transformation could break through any like hypnotic suggestion that she might have had.
That's terrifying. Holy shit, dude.
What the?
What?
What? Her blood?
Her blood congealed?
Oh my god! Is this what we thought?
Is that a Daki flashback or is that a Muzan flashback? I don't know. It's definitely exploding blood, but I don't know if it has the... Oh my god. If it has the flame capabilities. Holy shit, dude.
She's laughing.
Jesus Christ! Oh my god, that's terrifying.
Who knew Nezuko
That's
would be scarier
terrifying.
than like every demon we've met so far?
No.
This is the test.
We've never seen her go for a human like that ever. How do you snap her out of it? It burns demons. Oh my god. It has to be like the bloodline shit, dude. Daki looks so scary. Tengen, please. Hell yeah! He's so quick, dude. See how she's drawn like this?
You're not the one I've been searching for? Oh my god. He had done that when he slashed her belt?
That's some like Dragon Ball Z trunk shit, like the
That was
delayed
so
slash.
cool.
No way, dude. What the fuck? Is she dead, do you think? Was that with his sword? What do you do?
Stupid brats who are cranky. I love how
Don't
he
belong in
said
the
that about
battlefield.
her.
That was like
Oh my god.
emotional, man.
私が上限じゃないとか言ったわね。
だってお前上限じゃねえじゃん。たらなんで首切られてんだよ。弱すぎだろ。
Dude, Uzui is nuts.
私本当に強いのよ。
Apparently not.
まだ6だけど。
得力ねえ。
本当に私は上限の6だもん。本当だもん。
首を切ってるのに体が崩れねえぞ。
Why isn't she dead yet?
Oh, no. What? What?
Did he grow out of her?
It's a brother sister thing.
首を切り落としたのに死なない。
He can heal her?
やるな。攻撃止めたな。お前いいな。
His voice is chilling,
It
dude.
really is. I don't like it. I don't like hearing it.
立て数は6色。悲しいね。悲しいな。死んでくれねえかな。
殺してよ絶対。私一生懸命やってるのにすごく頑張ってたのよ。みんなで邪魔して私をいじめたの。
Daki.
俺の名は牛太郎。
Gyutaro. Boomerang sickles. Are they do you think they're going to be able to help, or do you think that they're like a burden, or do you think they're going to take on Daki? Hell yeah, he's learning.
人間かばってな。格好つけてな。どうだろうな。まあな。俺は派手で華やかな色男だ。当然だろ。
Yeah, you are.
Uh-huh.
いるからな。人が3人もいるのかよ。ふざけんなよな。
It's like Zenitsu said that too.
Yo! He has like bombs? Dude, the art is insane. You have to kill both, maybe? What a cool visual. That's like spatial awareness.
It's like Daki was meant to protect him. Like, that's the point. And then he protects
We're
her.
two people in one. I didn't want that episode to end, man. So,
Interesting.
are they both, like, together number 6? Or are they two different demons in the upper 6? Because she said that she was number 6, right?
Yeah.
Is he part of that? Are they both
I
one
think
person?
them together is the upper
That's
6
what
because
I'm
they
thinking.
work together. It's almost like they're a team.
Yeah.
But it's pretty interesting that Daki can't be killed, like, just decapitated. So I feel like Usui's probably right that you have to kill the brother to really kill both of them
Yeah. Or have them both lose their head at the
at
same
the same
time.
time.
Gyutaro. His voice is
It's so
terrifying.
creepy. I didn't
dude.
like it. Oh my gosh. And when he was like scratching his skin off.
Dude.
Ooh.
You saw how like Daki was nothing to Tengen, right? And then he is just like Gyutaro is just like next level.
Like, and let's think about the parallel of like Nezuko crying And like Tanjiro having to help her.
Yeah.
And then Daki crying and her older brother coming to help her.
Such good storytelling, dude.
禰豆子は子供の頃から聞き分けがよく、わがままを言ったことも
Of
ありません。
course.
弟や妹たちにも私たちが泣いてばかりいると安心できないから、今日いっぱい泣いたらまた頑張ろうね。
Look at Tanjiro.
次回第8話
Oh.
いい子なんだ。
Nezuko is the best. What an episode, dude.
Why did they have to go and basically fulfill what I had said was lacking from last episode compared to episode 19 of season 1?
Yeah. Like the
Why did they have to
emotional
go and
aspect of
do
it.
that? I mean, like,
In our own time, I think we should rewatch last episode and this episode right after
together.
one another.
Yeah, like it's a movie.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. So we got the other demon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately. Wow. Tengen? What are you thinking? Like Tengen versus Gyutaro.
You know, you brought up do I think that Tengen has a chance? I think it all depends on what Daki's doing in the situation, because like right now it looks like they're gonna fight as a pair, like a connected pair, and then I'm like, okay, trouble. Because at first I thought maybe Daki was gonna re-separate, and then you had like said maybe Inosuke and Zenitsu, and then we're gonna fight Daki,
Yeah.
while Tengen fights Gyutaro. But now it's like I feel like they're really selling home this idea that they're like a 2-in-1 kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that they're strongest together. So I think it might be hard to separate them.
Is this weird?
Is what weird?
What I have pulled up on the screen right now?
What?
This is Muzan, and this is Nezuko. Do their eyes not look the exact fucking same? Because we had like a couple close-ups on Nezuko's eyes during this fight, and I was like, they look so familiar.
Oh,
And
like even in that shot when she's peeking over, her eyes look like when Muzan's really pissed off.
Funimation's like a little browser, quick play browser. It's kind of trash. not
Yeah,
gonna
like
lie.
every time you think you're gonna go to the image that's there, it's
Yeah.
not. It's not that. There we go.
Yeah. Does that look like Muzan's eyes?
Just like a pink version of them. Like his are like a little more red.
Yeah. They look somewhat similar.
Somewhat similar.
Let me just get a freeze frame on it. Yeah, they they look pink to me, like pinkish red,
Mm-hmm.
and so does Nezuko's. But
Why is Nezuko so? Is Nezuko the chosen one? No, she doesn't have a scar.
well, that's why I asked you
But,
if
like-
her horn was in the same place that Tanjiro's scar is. But it's not, right?
No.
No, opposite sides of the head.
But I guess if the people from this family are the ones with like ability to tap into like the original, breathing technique.
Yeah.
That didn't they say that like Akaza brought up that like obviously exemplary people could become amazing demons, and so he really wanted Renkoku to become a demon with him.
Yeah.
So maybe someone in the like Tanjiro's family becoming a demon ends up being a really strong demon.
It would make sense.
Yeah, especially if they can be really strong as a demon slayer.
We've obviously gotten a little like our main three have learned a little something from Tengen, but it's cool that probably going forward in the story, if Nezuko ever loses control again, he has this idea of singing her a lullaby that Tengen suggested, right?
Yeah, I was so enthralled by Tengen's treatment of Nezuko when he appeared.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's a few Hashira that I totally feel like if they had shown up, they would have just decided that Nezuko was too wild and too turned to come back. And that they should just rid of her as well. And not trust her. But he was like, he had full faith that Tanjiro could bring her back.
Yeah,
and
get
that
your sister under
she was
control.
just being a like cranky brat, basically.
Yeah.
And that he needed to go get her to calm down.
Stupid brats who start acting cranky don't belong in the battlefield.
Like, come on.
Just be unflashy and sing her a lullaby or something. And then the cue Daki crying and being a stupid brat on the battlefield.
But like, isn't that just so remarkable how Tengen, he sounds like an older brother or like a dad in a way, or like he seems to have some care and compassion towards them. That this was our first instance of seeing him direct it towards Nezuko when Nezuko's right there.
Yeah.
So it made me really happy to have that. That he didn't see her as a threat, and he totally believed that Tanjiro could basically get her to stop being a cranky brat.
Yeah. I am worried though that like the losing control, we got the comparison of her to Lady Tamayo, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Lady Tamayo seemingly broke her spell so she doesn't have to deal with like the, I guess like corruption, I guess is a good way of putting it, of Muzan. But why, like, it seemed a little more than Nezuko being like, blood, I want that. It seemed like she was getting proper enjoyment out of hurting Daki and just like being that, you know? I'm worried that like the stronger she gets, the seemingly like evil, more evil
the
that
more into
she turns.
like the demon instincts almost.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like, obviously, like Lady Tamayo isn't like going out and fighting. You
Yeah,
know?
for sure.
So like she doesn't have to, I guess, kick into those instincts to protect herself. I just had another thought that maybe Tengen only said that to get Tanjiro and her out of there so that they wouldn't be a burden to him when the real Upper Six showed up.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of that, what do you think? Inosuke and Zenitsu's, like, what do you think their role are gonna be in? Like, what do you think their role is? So, like,
after they literally just got here, I feel like they're not gonna. Their role can't be that they just are gonna sit and watch now because they literally just showed up. Like, come on, they need to have some action, some new techniques, some impressive moments. Obviously Inosuke wants to get flashy. He has granted Tanjiro permission, obviously, to put Nezuko back in her box because he is a respectful leader.
After Tengen's explosion, though, Zenitsu and Inosuke are like on the ground.
They were like blown back by it.
So like visually, I'm like, what are you guys gonna be able to do? They're on a different level. But then I'm like, okay, since Maki's alive too, if they're not always fighting on, like, if Maki's not always on Gyutaro's back, then I can imagine Zenitsu and Inosuke take on Daki while Tengen goes after Gyutaro. Yeah.
The only reason I was worried about that is kind of the last thing that was said in the episode about them basically being a 2-in-1 kind of thing.
Yeah, me too.
So you think about I don't know what a good example of this is, but I feel like when I was younger, I always saw these instances of like these two things that could transform together into a new ultimate thing, like mechs or something.
Or
and
like
it makes
kicking and screaming.
Like, what if they have
Young Sung gets on the other guy's back and they make a super person?
Yeah, that's what if they have like a different transformation once they're both together?
Yeah. So was he like living inside of her?
I guess. I mean, he is more of like a. It's clear that Daki could live in the outside world and pretend to be human, and it's clear that Gyutaro probably could not have done that.
Yeah.
So it seems like they need each other to like do everything that they need to do. Like Daki's ability is like a protection mechanism, like her belt. So it seems like she's a protector because she hides Gyutaro because she's able to live in the human world.
Yeah.
And blend in. So she hides him and protects his body because Tengen couldn't even really sense where Gyutaro was. Correct. He was just like, where is the Upper Six? It's not you.
Yeah.
You know? Like, he couldn't even sense him. So Daki's kind of like, she can hide him from even the sense of a Hashira.
Nuts.
And protect, like, have the belt as like a shield. And she can have them blend in with like society. And then he can come out and basically just like go to town.
His moves look insane. Like kudos to UFO Table, man. I am so excited to eventually be done with this show so that I can read the manga as well. But I can only imagine that it's a great animation, right? I can only imagine that it's a good adaptation because this looks phenomenal.
This episode in
Holy.
particular really struck me in terms of animation.
Yeah.
I mean, just like his character alone helped me realize just how freaking awesome. Like those blood droplets coming off of the thin slices of blood.
Yo, Tengen, like, right when the episode started, I was like, who do you think would win? Daki or Tengen?
And I was like, I don't think Daki's strong enough. I think Tengen would win.
But to this degree, like,
I did think
my
it was kind
God.
of weird that Daki was just sitting there crying with her head, but I was like, oh, some of the demons, depending on how strong they were, it took a little longer for them to like finally kind of die.
Yeah.
So I didn't really think too much of it at first, but it was a little suspicious. She became a flashy demon. Nezuko Kamado, flashy
I
demon.
love Tengen so much, and I don't want it to be. I like when they're drawn all cute, and Nezuko's still like her in her like extra
Her inner
form
extra.
transformation.
Isn't it cute how her thorn is like her little like bow on the other side?
Yeah.
And like bloop, bloop. It's cute.
I'm really worried that like we're starting a Hashira curse, like with like
Oh, I sure hope not.
Let's
not kill all of the Hashira. Whenever Tanjiro's by a Hashira, they just die.
I
Let's
know.
not do that.
like that. Like I'm just really scared. I don't know if if Tengen wins this, man. Like obviously, like he's incredibly impressive, and I want him to. I just don't like this guy seems incredibly impressive too.
In terms of character design, I feel like this brother sister duo is probably my favorite so far. Not even specifically talking about demons here. I just think like she's so cute, Daki. She's so cute. I like loved her design, like outfit, the tattoos, how her hair's up, you know. I loved all of it. And he is so grotesquely scary, and his voice, like Daki has like a cute bratty voice.
Mm-hmm.
And he has just this like voice that like makes you really uncomfortable. Like you're like, oh, like he's not in the room with you, but you still kind of feel like a little unsettled for yourself.
Definitely.
So the voice acting,
Phenomenal.
superb. Really nailed it with this one. But I just think design wise, like look at his like sides, like come on.
You made such a great point coming off the episode of like just the comparing and contrasting the whole brother sister theme that just happened. Like
Literally both sisters were crying.
yeah. Man, I'm really scared going forward. I want to continue to watch the series like right now. I want to know what happens.
The difference between the siblings right now in my mind. Yes, both sisters were crying, but as soon as I said that, I didn't want it to insinuate that both sisters were equally the less strong of the brother-sister pair. Because in my opinion, at the moment, Nezuko, obviously before Tanjiro showed up, is probably surpassed anything Tanjiro could do. Because obviously, like, demons are really, really strong. Humans have been trying to put up a fight for forever.
I don't know how you beat Nezuko.
Daki said she was like an upper rank demon.
She can congeal her blood and like put herself back together like
her
that. Her
blood only burns demons. You saw that person had like Tanjiro said that Nezuko's blood was everywhere.
Yeah.
So that would have burned down the buildings. If her blood had splattered on any of the people, it would have burned the people. But no, her blood only burns demons.
I saw her Daki's burn marks, and I'm like, okay, is she actually burned? Or like, before, like I didn't want to be like, oh my god, yes, that means that Nezuko can hurt demons right off the bat. But like, I obviously thought it. I didn't know if it was like she can instantly heal this and it's not going to kill her thing. You know.
Here's the question. If Gyutaro wasn't inside Daki in this moment, would Nezuko's blood have fully burned Daki and killed her?
I don't know.
Because she got her head slashed by Tengen, and it didn't kill her either.
Yeah.
Because Gyutaro was there.
Maybe maybe if Nezuko like kept going.
Yeah. I feel like Nezuko had the ability to, if the circumstances were slightly different.
Yes, I agree with you.
And that has me like really excited for future Nezuko Demon Slayer core.
The congealed blood thing was
And she was
absolutely
able to
nuts.
use all of the like limbs to like stop the belt. I was like, this is insanity. This is amazing. Like, look at that. That's
It's-
insane.
Jesus, dude. Why is this part of her, is that just blood?
Yeah. I think that's Daki's blood, because she stomped that leg into Daki's like
Oh, you're
back.
right. You're right. I was just like, this looked weird.
Mm-hmm.
to me. That makes sense though. Dude, it like looks amazing visually, but at the same time, I'm like, my like little Nezuko, like.
Oh, and the like baby form she turned into when
Oh
she
my
started
God.
crying. I was like,
So
she's a sweet angel that needs protecting. at
so
all
let's
times.
say Inosuke and Zenitsu fight Daki, right?
Uh-huh.
And Tengen is fighting Gyutaro. How long is Tanjiro gone for? Is Tanjiro going to come back into the battle after he puts Nezuko in the box? Does he have strength left?
That's the question I was gonna hint at. Like, is he physically capable enough to get into battle? I mean, he really did his own. He held his own with him and Nezuko. Kind of, were able to handle Daki long enough for Tengen to show up. You know, so
Yeah.
they really did put in a lot of work. And Zenitsu and Inosuke, maybe this is their time to shine now, because Tanjiro and Nezuko really put in tons of effort and used tons of their energy. Nezuko needs to sleep now, and Tanjiro probably needs medical assistance. So maybe Tanjiro isn't supposed to get back in this battle. Like, maybe we're now supposed to see Inosuke and Zenitsu show the same strength we saw Tanjiro have last episode.
I agree with you. I hope that's the case. But Daki asked Gyutaro to kill Nezuko, really, right?
She said that there was a few of them that were bullying. I don't think she specifically called upon the siblings. I think she just said there were a few people that were bullying me.
Yeah. I think she was talking about them, of course, but like, do you think that that means Gyutaro is going to try to go after?
I feel like if Gyutaro saw Nezuko, he would.
Yeah.
Because Daki had the same idea when she saw Nezuko, that this was like Lady Tamayo and she should kill her for Muzan.
Yeah. The art is so good, dude. I love the character design for these two demons. All right. Okay. Next episode is just gonna be them fighting, right?
Probably.
Okay. Do you have anything else?
No. Other than I'm really glad that we got some type of musical element, even if it was Tanjiro singing.
Never thought we'd get Tanjiro singing, but I'm so happy that we did. It was, honestly, this whole scene was really emotional.
I was happy to get the element that made me start crying. It is funny that I brought that up at the beginning of before the episode, that I was like, yeah, last episode was really good and had me emotionally feeling in the same vein that season 1, episode 19, Kamikagura did. But I was like, oh, but that song sequence with the flashbacks, I was like, that was just amazing. You can't even compare.
Yeah.
And then they had to go hit me with like Nezuko and her mom flashbacks with the lullaby. Killer.
It hit so hard.
And then her starting to cry. It's almost like sadder to see a demon start crying in this show than it is a human.
I feel you.
Like, I was even kind of sad seeing Daki cry in like a little bit, because like obviously you're remembering that they were once human, they once had trauma to some extent.
I was almost laughing watching Daki cry because I was like, you bitch.
Opposite
You are
feelings.
not I was like she was like, they were bullying me, and I was
Okay,
like, you
that's
bitch,
how
you've
she
killed
felt.
so many people in the
That's
past
so true.
hour.
I know I shouldn't have like too much sympathy for her.
His weapons are really cool. Gyutaro's weapons.
I was more sad because she was like Think about like I was more sad because it was like I felt like she had actually been decapitated, and it reminded me of like the mom spider or
that mom spider had no
the Tamari demon, and like when they started to cry and feel sad about dying and they were scared and
Yeah.
like all of these different human emotions, bringing back like their past as a human, you know. So it felt like that moment was about to start there. Because she was like, no, I am strong. I swear. And it was like, yes, you are.
Do you think they're like siblings before they became demons? Yeah.
Yes.
That's probably why they're able to, since they have the same bloodline or something, that's probably why they're able to like be one.
I'm wondering how. So were they burned like. I don't know.
Like their backstory, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe, and then like the thing that saved them right before death was Muzan coming in and being like,
We got two parents walking away from them, right? Or
Yeah.
two adults.
it seemed like it.
And then their hands, kind of two hands clasped in
Yeah.
the flames. But I couldn't tell if that imagery was Nezuko's flames or like it was a reminder to her.
It looked like a reminder to her because I was wondering if it was a Muzan flashback or a her flashback for a second. You know?
Mm-hmm.
It was before this, right? Just like that day.
Okay.
And
There's fire.
yeah. And then people, is that a sword?
Looks like it.
Yeah. And then reached out. Maybe Muzan reached out to her and saved her, or the brother did. I don't know. Dude, but real quick, that season 1, the episode with the mother spider, that episode had no reason being as has no reason being as emotional as it was. Like there was no excuse for it to be that emotional, and it was so good.
I wish I could remember the technique name that Tanjiro used when he killed the mother spider.
It was something like peace, right?
Rain. It was something like
Oh, it was something
like a
rain.
quiet rain or it was something really beautiful.
I will find it. Wonder what I did find? Marechi. Remember the people with the special type of blood? That like it was like if you were Marechi, you were like 100 humans basically.
And we did wonder if a Marechi would if they became a demon, would they then be like a really strong demon?
Yeah. This is around Blessed Rain After the Drought.
That's what it is.
Blessed Rain After the Drought.
Yeah.
That was so cool. God. Murata. I think that was the first time Nosuke called Tanjiro Chuntaro as well.
No, Chuntaro's the bird.
Oh, Chuntaro is the bird. Sorry.
I know.
We haven't seen Chuntaro in a while.
We have not seen any of the crows or Chuntaro
I hope
in a
Chuntaro's
while.
doing okay.
I guess the crows couldn't come with them because they were in disguise.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all I have. You. Cool. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we hope to see you next time.